Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and that Technicolor rainbow between, it's your boy Trey Prop.
Your boy Big Herb.
And it's Mr. Petty. Let's say I'm more petty than Mephisto in a small claims court.
And I am the Renaissance jock. I am Rick Stroh.
Thank you all for joining us here on Blerds and Whiskey Live. We got a great show lined up for you. I'm sorry.
Get together.
I'm tickle pink. I'm sorry. But it was the hair flip for me. Anyway, the really? Wow. So let's get into what we do, the whiskey portion of things. I am drinking a nice Sauvignon. You know, it's raining outside. I had to get my red wine on, you know, because it's a special day. It's a special day. Big Herb, what you drinking?
I'm sipping on that Crown Peach.
You do anything special to it?
Put a little bit of peach tea and sweet and sour in there, and it tastes all right.
So you took a sugary whiskey and made it more sugary.
Yeah. Sugar rush.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm drinking Uncle Nearest. It's payday.
Oh yeah. That joint, and it'll knock you on your ass, as we've seen for the last couple of weeks, because it's definitely taking me out. Rick Stroh, what you got?
Excuse me, I gotta get myself straight here. Vodka and seltzer water.
Okay. All right. I'm lying. I'm not gonna finish this damn wine. I'm gonna try to finish this damn bottle of Uncle Nearest because I can't finish it. I got Uncle Nearest, and it's been kicking my ass. But I got the 100 proof, Joan. I got the 100 proof, and it's been kicking my ass every week. So I'm gonna finish this bottle. But anyway, let's get to it. Big Herb.
Yeah, so let's start these church announcements. OTTV. Go and check the homie out on Roku TV, and you can go ahead and check us out on Roku on OTTV.
Real quick. I'm sorry, Herb. I'm really sorry, Herb. Check the Facebook comments.
Oh, for those who can't read the Facebook comments, I will read it out loud because Herb can't read. I'm the one. I'm the one that drinks like
once again. He does this shit just.
Herb loves his dainty drinks.
Oh shit, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Ladies and gentlemen, also his wife, his loving wife, his supporting wife. You should have yelled at him before the show started.
You would be on my side. You just throw me to the wolves. Yes, I'm yelling at my wife. Yes.
You know we're live, right?
Yeah, I know.
You don't want her to come in and beat your ass.
Invincible. Just came out on Amazon Prime. First 3 episodes. Have you guys tuned in?
Yo, straight up, it's like Boondocks with superheroes.
Bruh, it is amazing. It is, you guys know I'm a stickler for comic book accuracy. It doesn't stick completely to the book. However, it is as close as it could possibly get, and it's doing exactly what I think that most comic book series should do. It is animating. It's taking a comic book series, animating it, and it's not being censored. It's not being watered down because we not 12 anymore. We not 12. Yeah.
I love the comic growing up.
Amazon Prime. Watch it. It's amazing.
I love the comic when I was pretty much growing up though. I was an adult when it happened because I was in college. But I did enjoy the comic. Reading it and everything. I fell off with the series for a little bit. I remember I showed Trey the series, and then he stayed on the series way after I dropped off too. So I'm sitting here like, because I remember many conversations. But all in all, short, just to wrap it up, y'all gotta check out Invincible on Amazon Prime. It's a good show.
Yeah, we got to do a watch party. It's freaking amazing. We should. I'm excited.
I enjoyed the first 2 episodes.
So, I know how you guys feel about The Rock playing Black Adam. So, did you hear that Pierce Brosnan is playing Dr. Fate?
Well, did Pierce Brosnan say that he's the most kick-ass, badass anti-hero? Then I'm okay with Pierce Brosnan playing Dr. Fate.
I'm pretty sure Pierce Brosnan has done the reading. Meanwhile, The Rock is still running around calling himself Brown Superman. That's not who he is. You have no understanding of this character, and you will continue to do this, sir. You're annoying. So, and your new energy drink, Zoa, sucks. Thank you.
But I like Terramana, though. Terramana is good.
Terramana is very tasty. Did you also? I saw Aldous Hodge is supposed to be playing Hawkman as well, so something to look forward to. Black Widow finally has a date because this thing has been shipped around so many times, and not just Black Widow. Black Widow has been shipped over to July 9th. Shang-Chi is shipped over to September 3rd. Eternals on November 5th, and Spider-Man No Way Home December 17th. So hopefully we'll finally see this. Also, I heard it was also going to be on Disney Plus, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be $30 as well.
It's going to be on the Premier Access. Raya and the Last Dragon pretty much saved that, and it convinced the old people at Disney that they should be able to put their movies. And also the fact that we're still in the pandemic, so
we are still in a panoramic.
Yeah,
hilarious. So that's why, and it's going to be on Disney Plus, and it's going to be. I don't care as long as it's not over $50. I'm going to pay whatever I want to see it. Like I don't care. I really just want to see it.
Well, the Mulan prices.
Yeah, because I mean, when you think about it, at the end of the day, we're gonna spend $30 to go out to see this shit anyway. I mean, you go ahead and spend like $10, $15 on a movie. You go ahead and spend extra. What else did she say?
Where's your beard bonnet, Herb?
You got a beard bonnet. You got a beard bonnet? Hold up. You got I need to see this.
I do not have a beard bonnet.
Hey, LT, bring him his beard bonnet.
Oh my God.
That is awesome. That is awesome. I feel like a tin of Jiffy Pop.
Wow. I mean, okay. Yeah, throwing in $30 for this movie ain't a bad idea when you're thinking about it for the pandemic. You're going to be spending like $15 going in gas and then all the other extra stuff that you're going to be getting at the movie theater. $30 ain't shit at the end of the day when you think about it. We want to send our condolences to Jessica Walters, the Emmy-winning actress who was Archer. She was Mallory
Archer.
She won Emmys. Jesus Christ, guys. Come on. Damn it.
Must be a solemn moment, man.
She was Mallory on Archer. She was also Lucille on Arrested Development. She just passed away in her sleep at the age of 80. So we want to send our condolences to her. Rest easy. Also, Justin Heron was credited for saving a retired school teacher from a sexual assault. He's a Patriots offensive lineman, if am I not mistaken, Rick?
Yeah, he's a backup offensive lineman for the Patriots.
Yeah, so he stopped a situation from happening. So we want to credit him for going out there and doing the right thing.
Shout out to him for being a real hero.
Yes. Also, Georgia State sped up. The state of Georgia sped up into an election bill that is one of the worst for minorities since the Jim Crow era. I'm gonna toss this over to Rick.
Can I go ahead and kick in real quick? Brian Kemp, you are just a human dirtbag. Brian Kemp is the governor of Georgia. You are just a horrible racist ass person. Also, can we just put as much support as we can from our community behind Representative Park Cannon? Park Cannon is a Georgia State representative who, while the governor and his band of merry white men were signing into this bill into law for the state, she was just trying to get into the room to probably ask some questions and to watch them make this historic cluster flub. And once she went to knock on the door, she was immediately arrested by a Georgia State police officer. Is it not 2021? We're living in 2021, correct? And meanwhile, these people are still this is a Jim Crow era bill that was signed in the state of Georgia, all because Black people decided to get up, and Black people and other minorities decided to get up and go out and vote because their state got flipped from red to blue. They signed this horribly wicked and racist law into action, and it's absolutely appalling.
Go and give a few examples.
Oh, all right, cool. So one of the parts of this law was, do you know, in the state of Georgia, it's a southern state, so it's always very hot. People are waiting people this past year had to wait in these extremely long lines for hours on end in order to try and vote. Well, if you try to be a good Samaritan and try to take people water while they're waiting online, you will be arrested because that is now illegal. These are the type of things that were in place in this law. Please, someone else.
Yeah, moving on. Herb's Blerds. If you peeped in this week, it's leading into our next church announcement. Derek Jackson. If you see these lovely bonnets that we're wearing today.
No. We're not wearing bonnets. These are not bonnets. These are helmets of salvation, sir. We have our war helmets on right now.
Get away from me, evil thoughts.
Solidarity with our Black Queen.
Blocking evil thoughts.
Don't speak that child's name on here ever again, because he is a child. You know why I call him a child? Because black men don't cheat. There you go. So if you how you make that face? So if you're not familiar with what happened this week or the past couple of weeks, this week, very notable love guru.
Give him his correct title. He's a relationship guru.
Relationship guru. Okay, yeah. He decided that he was going to step out on his wife, and it was revealed that in the videos that he's usually sitting there in his car recording his advice that he puts out into the world, he was on his way to or from hitting one of his side chicks. So I gotta make note. Special shout out to Miss Rita. The way she actually organized our outline this week, the way she put it down. How do you put it? Herb said he's a BAN whose member needs to fall off and hoe his life, but by my book.
Hey, look, hold up. All he is doing is out here protecting his happiness.
So Cam, you saying he's been in an entanglement?
Maybe several entanglements.
Got me.
It's a web of entanglements. It's funny though? Like, look at her looking at his clock to save his test, 10 minutes, you child. The part that I love about this Derek Jackson thing is that he has now ascended into Steve Harvey levels of relationship guru.
I've been married 3 times, but listen to me. See what I got to say.
No. That was his whole. The past 3 days, he was releasing videos. It reminded me of that Rick James skit. He was all like, "We don't look like cheating. Cheating's a thing that's something that I don't do. I'm a real man. Don't cheat. Yeah, I cheated on my wife.
Yeah, I've been running around cheating on my wife.
The stranglehold he had during his apology video on her, just like sing a song like I said. Sing a song like I said.
I was gonna say he was looking real Ike Turnery. He was looking, I was getting a lot of Eat the Cake vibes off of that. I was getting a lot of Eat the Cake vibes off of it.
It was a
I'm sitting there looking at this like, number one, who the fuck made you the love guru? And Mike Myers should really come after this BAN. I mean, seriously, after trying to be the love guru. Number two, dude, like Greg just said, the stranglehold that he had on his wife, like, shorty, blink 3 times. Let us know that, I'm sorry, Trey. Blink 3 times to let us know that you actually need our help, because it's predatory. Homie, like, dude, not only are we're past the time, you're a fuckboy. Like, you just fuckboy for that. You sitting there telling us that you shitting on guys for like you made your claim to fame is shitting on guys, telling women how shitty we are. Meanwhile, you a fuckboy and just going off on just.
I mean, I'm saying, who better to tell you what kind of men to look out for than that kind of man?
Yeah, I mean,
I was watching that whole video looking for her to do this. If you don't know what that is, that's the international symbol for help.
Yes.
That's the international symbol for help. I was just waiting for her to do that. Listen, the second she did it, I was sprung into action.
Hey.
I had a really in-depth conversation last night. Shout out to Dragon Chills on Twitch and Cheesy Fries on Twitch. We had a cross-platform play on Twitch where we were playing Among Us, but we actually ended up talking a little bit about this. And the conversation of polyamory came up. So it's like, maybe if they had communicated with each other beforehand that he was going to step out and do his own thing, he wouldn't be having half the problems that he had. If they actually communicate with each other and set those parameters in place, she could do what she got to do. He could do what he got to do. But they didn't do that. But that raises the conversation of maybe you should start introducing these things if you're going to be that type of guy and you want to step out on and do your own thing. Maybe you should have these conversations before you just jump out there and try to protect your happiness.
I get that and all. I get that and all. But fuck boys are gonna be fuck boys. I'm sorry, and he's a narcissist fuck boy too. So I mean, you can't change no narcissist. I'm sorry. It's just like, I get that there's levels to it and everything. You could have came over with it. It's like you could have, should have, would have. But at the end of the day, he a narcissist fuck. But like, this dude legit made a video talking about the video that he did with his wife. He's like, speaking to himself in the third one. I'm like, yeah, this guy Derek Jackson is just like, dude, you're a narcissist fuck boy. I'm sorry. No,
I say it's one thing to watch back your own stuff, but to do your own
reaction
yourself,
to do a reaction video to your own video. But then, I mean,
speaking in third person, like you know, what if his name really isn't Derek Jackson? So therefore, Derek Jackson was the cheater, and Darnell Jones, whatever his real name is not the cheater. I don't know. Let's move on because I'm
where I want to be.
Run this joke to the ground.
Yeah.
March has already had 3 memes.
It's just
All
so
right.
big homie Trey. What's up?
All right. So I hope we got this. I don't know if we got this ready yet for the rollout, but we wanted to do a feature of our cosplayer of the week. Someone that I follow on TikTok as well as Instagram, a gentleman by the name of Michael Myers. He is a Marine. He's a first responder. He does multiple cosplays, and he's an MMA fighter. I believe he fights for Bellator, and he's got a pretty sizable following. And if you follow me on TikTok, you know I'm kind of doing this for my own ulterior motives, because he does a sword giveaway on TikTok for people that follow him. So go follow this man, because if he gets 350 followers, he's going to pick somebody that he's going to give a Zorro cosplay giveaway of 3 Zorro swords. So I'm trying to get those swords. So I'm doing this for me. I'm using my platform for my own personal gain. And I'm saying it. I got it. I know what I'm doing. And if he does it now, if he picks me, I am going to dye my hair on my head forest green, and I'm going to cosplay as Zorro. I'm doing it. I'm dead ass serious. So shout out to homie Mike Myers. But yeah, definitely go follow him. What's up?
what does Forest Green have to do with Zorro?
Anime, dude. Anime.
Okay. One Piece.
One Piece, Zorro, you got...
All right, my bad.
Hey,
my bad.
Forgiving us, please.
Good. So follow him on TikTok as well as his Instagram. His handle is MMA Myers. So shout him out and tell him Trey Proper sent you. Because if you want to see me green, get that man to 350. That's all I got to say. And moving on.
Oh,
I mean, I don't think I would look bad with green. You know what I'm saying? It might be able to mix some things in and actually get a.
Well, if we ever go back to the studio, if we ever get back to the studio and you wear that, you won't even have a face at that point.
I don't have a face, but I got to pick the right type. I mean, you know, I've never done a dye job before, but if I dye my hair green, do you think that it would work badly with some beard struggle? Like, you think the chemicals mixing up together if I got the dye in there? But I don't know. I mean, beard struggle is pretty strong stuff. I mean, if you want to get your beard on luxurious levels like me, go ahead and hit up our promotionals on our main page on blerdsandwhiskey.com. You go to our partner promotions, check out Beard Struggle, get you some Freya's Bliss. That's my favorite. That's the one that makes me smell nice and good. But check them out. You can get your combs, you get your hot combs, and your conditioners. The Beard Struggle conditioner has me feeling nice and soft at all times, so it's no problems here. But definitely check them out, hit them up, and use the promo code BLERDS1 to get you 15% off.
Like, Jason Todd better not never show up on this show, because we believe in crowbars. We believe in crowbars here, baby.
I need nervous. It's hot.
Oh man, yeah. Nah, Jason Todd, it was a good character. I keep thinking about that because he actually was the first character of the week that we did. But yeah, about character of the week, let's go ahead and roll that footage out and get that on the way so I can go ahead and finish my drink.
How do you do this? It's hot in here.
Character of the week.
So, today's character week is going to be Isaiah Bradley. You've probably seen him on the Falcon and Winter Soldier episode 2. He was basically the second Captain America. The Black Captain America came from Brooklyn, New York. Basically, he enlisted around Pearl Harbor attack. The Weapon Plus program, because at this time Captain America was still frozen or presumed dead, he hasn't made his comeback yet, or his second go around. So basically, the U.S. Army was looking for a way to duplicate the super soldier serum. The scientist that was in charge of it was killed in the initial experiment, which is why they only had one Captain America. So their attempts to synthesize it and recreate it were a lot of failures. So what they ended up doing is they had enlisted about 300 black soldiers, and out of the 300, only one survived, which is Isaiah Bradley. Isaiah Bradley survived by basically having peak human performance, strength up to about 800 pounds without straining. He can run faster than average humans. He was a lot more durable with a low level of healing factor. He also was 20/20 vision. The super soldier basically did what it was supposed to do. It enhanced him as a person. Of course, it wouldn't be discovered until years later, though, that one of the defects or the side effects of that particular soldier serum was that it was going to deteriorate reflexes and slow him down, which also meant that his brain functions were also going to slow him down. So think of it as also superhuman Alzheimer's. Comics have always been political, social political commentary or propaganda. They've always had hidden agendas or double meanings behind a lot of their characters. About 2003, the comic that featured Isaiah Bradley, or the story of Isaiah Bradley, was Truth, Red, White, and Black. It was basically Marvel acknowledging their answer to the Tuskegee experiments. It showed a blemish or dark history of America's past and also put it into context of the Marvel continuity. This recent episode of Falcon and Winter Soldier, you'll see Carl Lumbly, who is playing Isaiah Bradley. As I said before, social political commentary. I highly doubt if they actually referred to Isaiah Bradley as the original Captain America, because, this was Pearl Harbor, World War II, the 40s. So maybe that's their answer, or showing a highlight of basically how black soldiers are treated in the government, so that Falcon can get a better understanding of why he was not chosen by America or by the government to be their new Captain America. Something to think about. His bloodline also produced a couple of superheroes in their primes too, because the super soldier serum is apparently now passed down from generation to generation, and they all have enhanced strength and abilities too. You had Josiah Bradley, who became a guy named Justice, his great-grandson now, or his grandson now, who's also known as the Patriot. Shout out to you, Isaiah Bradley. He's my Captain America.
Okay, so yeah, the salvation got a little too hot. So yeah, anyway.
So that was our character of the week, who is Isaiah Bradley, who is in the comics, he's the first Captain America, and just recently shown on this week's episode of Falcon and the Winter Soldier, he is the second Captain America, but he probably had a longer tenure because Steve was in the ice. But it was this week's episode. We're getting into our talk about the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and this week on the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Sam and Bucky are pursuing the Flag Smashers, and come to find out that the Flag Smashers are, spoiler warning, the Flag Smashers are super soldiers, right? And we all know the original super soldier was Steve Rogers, and Steve Rogers had to take his steroid cocktail. But if you want to make yourself into a super soldier nowadays, you should start off by going to FNXFit.com. Yes, I'm Jason Todd. I don't care. FNX Fit, if you go to BlerdsandWhiskey.com and go to our paid promotion, our promo partners page, you'll see FNXFit.com. FNX Fit has everything that you need to turn yourself into a modern day super soldier. They have your whey proteins, your fat loss pills, your veggie vitamins, your collagen pills, your B12 vitamins, your fitness gear, everything you need. Use the promo code FNXBlerds13 to get 15% off your purchase from FNXFit.com. But
I just got one thing to say. I'm sorry. We need to make a shirt called Crowbar This Promo. Like, we really need to make a shirt out of it. We got to at this point.
No.
We can save that for a meeting.
Okay. Okay.
I was about to say we'll workshop that. We'll workshop that.
Jesus Christ. All right, so of course that's why we selected him as the character of the week, and thank you for that crowbar. But let's get into our first official topic. So who wants to go first on this?
So I'll go ahead and start it off. That I am right now. I'm loving Falcon and Winter Soldier because I miss buddy cop movies. Like it has like that Lethal Weapon-esque banter between the two. So it's just like they have that big. I like the banter right now because you tell they like don't like each other, but in real life the actors are pretty good friends. So I don't know. I like the way they're playing off of each other, and as we've also alluded to, that scene with Isaiah Bradley was very like how long was that scene? It had to have been like what 4 minutes?
Like 4 minutes long.
The whole scene was about 4 minutes, and it's a very, very powerful scene. Before the show, I was talking to guys about it, and watching that scene over again, and it gives you shade of watching it gives you hints of watching those real life interviews with soldiers with black soldiers. Excuse me. Let me say this the correct way. With black soldiers who went and joined the army and went overseas and went and fought for this country and bled for this country, and some even died, and a lot died for this country, right? And they went over there and they did all this expecting to come home to a hero's welcome, and they were immediately told in uniform, get your ass to the back of the bus. We don't serve niggers in this restaurant. We don't do, like they were immediately put back in this place of feeling lower than dirt when they just went and sacrificed as much as the next man for themselves. All of that came off the screen in this scene with Isaiah Bradley. If you didn't feel this, your soul is somewhere where it needs to be reawoken, and that's what this show has been so much. It's been in a fantastic event for me. The first 2 episodes, I've enjoyed it very, very much. There's also a scene, right, where after they have that first initial interaction with the Flag Smashers, right, and Captain Fake Ass and his black sidekick show up, and they're in this Jeep and they're talking, and first off, Bucky finds out that his boy has stolen his nickname, which is Battlestar. Next, then Captain Fake Ass looks at Sam and says, I'm not trying to replace Steve Rogers. I'm just trying to be the best Captain America that I can be. And it would help if I had Cap's wingman on my side. That's why you will never be Steve Rogers, Captain Punchable Face. That's why. Steve didn't look at him as his sidekick because he's not his sidekick. You don't disrespect Sam Wilson that way. They are partners. Cap looked at him like he's an equal, not as an underling. You punchable face son of a bitch.
No, he's like, and there it is. And then he just got out.
It's always that last line.
Like, what's your name? He's like, who are you? I'm Hopkins. I'm gonna need more than Hopkins. They call me Battlestar. Stop the car. Pull over.
But they're
that not only that, it's just like, here's another thing I had a question about. The Isaiah Bradley scene with his grandson. Isn't he eventually part of the Young Avengers?
Yes, yeah. That's Eli.
So does that mean that we have a future for that eventually?
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
So, they wouldn't have put him on.
I mean, it's just, at this point, I mean, I'm thinking deep into the future because I mean, it's just like, yeah.
And so it's Feige.
You gotta watch so always pay attention to the credits in Marvel. They gave him that scene wasn't long enough for him to get credited, but they specifically credited him as Eli Bradley.
Yeah, it's just like, yeah, God, I can't wait. But that's also like at this point, since Zemo is about to come around, like, what's he got up his sleeve? Like, I mean, what's gonna happen? It's just. Damn, this show was so good. Like,
real quick, sorry, crowbar, and real quick, Horus, knife fight. That is all.
I was waiting for him to see it. I was waiting. So speaking of crowbarring, I think they're kind of beating us over the head with how good John Walker's supposed to be because he's got the, and I'm not being a colorist, but the possibility of a mixed race girlfriend, his best black friend as his partner. Like they're trying to force it because I think what we're waiting for is the big reveal of John Walker being comic accurate John Walker, Trump supporter John Walker.
The very last line he said to Falcon, he's all like, "Hey, well, if you're not going to be with me, then get out of my way," or something like that. He's like, "Don't get in my way.
Do what I say, boy." That's all I. That's all.
Change octaves.
Yeah. It's not what you say; it's how you say it. It's just punchable face.
This face wasn't punchable before.
It really is. But at the same time, I think Kurt Russell still has a punchable face.
No.
Yeah, I was about to say what you want. What we're not going to do is disrespect Snake Plissken. We're not going to do that.
Anyway,
we're not having that today.
Fight for these. How about that?
Because I mean, Goldie Hawn is she looks good. He's a handsome fella. What the fuck happened?
They had Ken Hudson.
I told you. I told y'all last week. Wyatt Russell is one of Kurt Russell's testicles that grew sentience. That's why his chin hair grows in like that.
Oh, wow.
That punchable thing. Like, no, seriously, like we even like in the group chat, like I'm watching the episode, like within the first 5 minutes of doing an interview on an episode, I was like, such a punchable face. Like it needs more.
Right in the
I also like the fact that he's packing too, though. I do like the fact that he's packing. He's like, "Oh, Captain America don't use guns. I do." Told you I gotta be the best Captain America.
Captain America used guns, but Cap used guns in war. There was a difference.
Well,
unless you're talking about 1610 Cap.
That's
but
So I'm very intrigued to see what happens when they go and meet with Zemo. Like they go into the room and sit down and talk to Zemo, and he immediately goes into Winter Soldier activation codes.
Yeah.
I mean that would just be the smart thing to do.
So with that said, we know there's the reveal of the Power Broker's existence in the universe in this series. I asked the guys this on the panel before we got on. I'm going to ask the people in the comments, since of course we have people who want to contribute. Do you think that John Walker has a semblance of the super soldier serum?
I don't think so. I want to, because like you saw the training sequence where he threw the shield at such like powerful accuracy, but like I don't know, maybe he just got a good throwing arm. Hawkeye too.
Well, actually, so if you remember back to the Incredible Hulk movie, the Edward Norton one that nobody seems to remember, that's actually MCU canon, but that's neither here nor there.
I remember.
It was a series of injections, right? Remember, Blonsky had those first couple ones, and then all of a sudden, like, then it's just like, oh, his body's a little bit upbeat or whatever. And so I think he got the first series of injections, but he's gonna realize that he needs more. That's because so I'm not gonna get into speculation because I don't want to go off on the hook. Because we did this before, and Cam still is making Mephisto jokes every week. I'm gonna choke him to death.
What's my name?
Okay, if you want, I'll speculate. Anybody else? Before I speculate, anybody else want to say anything?
No, go ahead.
Okay, so reason why I asked that question is multi-tiered. So we've already had Isaiah Bradley revealed to be in existence and canon in the MCU. So that means we have the possibility of the Weapons X program going back, and we know that's actually the Weapons 10 program. So Cap would be Weapon 1. Who's Weapon 2? Duke. We could have a reveal of him going back to the Vietnam War. And technically, Bradley could be Weapons 3, so on and so forth.
Technically, and to put it in chronological order, in the MCU, Bradley would be Weapon 2. Nuke would be Weapon 3 because the Korean War happened before the Vietnam War.
You're right. Cam, everything is Mephisto.
Y'all Mephisto'd everything. I'm pretty sure.
I'm leaving Mephisto out of this. I hope he does not get tied into this in any type of way. But I'm saying this is our opening the door to bringing in the rest of the damn Marvel characters. So everything comes back to the Weapons Plus program. So if they do this right, they hid a super soldier for decades. There's no reason why they couldn't be hiding other mutants or their existence or explaining them as enhanced. So that's the rabbit hole I want to go down.
Yeah, I can't pronounce this dude's name, but he said that he made
Suicide Notes.
Yeah, Coke and Blue Chew.
Wait, you said what?
He said he made me on Coke and Blue Chew.
Just it was
Until
a
they
Facebook.
sponsor us, we can't
It was a Facebook comment that he was reading, but Herb can't hold it together. Are you okay?
Way to kill him. Yeah,
Do you need the? I think Herb needs the comforting caress of his beard bonnet in order to keep him through the rest of the show.
Hey, yo, T, we need to see that bonnet. Just walking into the
see
front of the camera. We got to see this. Oh, God, he actually has a beard bonnet.
Look at it. Look at it. That is, oh God. Hey, off camera guy, kick him out of the meeting.
Baron Underbite.
Kick him out of the meeting.
Okay, all right. So
I was not ready.
Damn, I lost the train of thought and everything. I think the Weapons Plus program is being introduced slowly but surely because we got some time before they start popping people in. We know Omega Red may pop up inside of Black Widow.
So I kind of have something that's a little bit obscure, but kind of a little bit may gun in line. I think we may have seen Wolverine already. So if you remember in the fight on top of the trucks, right? When Captain Fake Ass shot somebody. He shot that guy. Everybody crowds, the rest of the Flag Smashers crowd around him. They're just like, oh, he's like, I'm okay. Then in the next scene, when they get to that little hideout, he's perfectly fine. You don't even see any damage or anything. He's cool, right? Then that same guy that got shot already, when the power broker shows up to get him, he's like, I'll give you some time. Then he pushes over the thing and rushes at them. We saw him get shot. We don't know if he's dead or not.
So you think he was Logan, like running like a undercover trying to infiltrate the Flag Smashers, and he decided to blow his cover and
Wolverine has a tendency to fight with freedom fighters.
If he had a patch, then maybe. But also, he's too fucking short. I refuse to believe the fight is going to cast somebody who's 6 feet tall to play Wolverine again.
They already did. Hugh Jackman.
I meant in the MCU, that was Fox. I said
real quick,
what I said specifically.
That guy wasn't 6 feet tall. He was at the highest.
You go to IMDb right now to look up his fucking casted name.
I'm just saying. It might be a thing.
Rick Stearns. Oh man, it's just that's amazing. So moving on, so we're gonna get into this throwback show of the week. Undercover Brother, starring Eddie Griffin as Undercover Brother. It came out in 2002. Chris Kattan was Mr. Feather. Denise Richard was White She-Devil, but we can't forget Chappelle as the Conspiracy Brother, Gary Anthony Williams, the Smart Brother, Chi McBride is the Chief, and I know I'm going to butcher her name, Miss Ellis, Sister Girl. What y'all think of that movie back in the day? It's just...
I love the original. Did you know there was a sequel?
I didn't even know it was a sequel.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I do know there's a sequel.
So they went from Eddie Griffin to Michael Jai White playing the same character. Yeah, Michael Jai White was Undercover Brother in the sequel.
And so essentially somebody saw Black Dynamite and was like, hey, he would make a hell of a replacement for Eddie Griffin in Undercover Brother.
I need to see this.
It came across my feed on Netflix, and I tried to cancel my Netflix subscription.
It's on Netflix? Oh, I know what
I watched it. And I was sitting here like, I probably laughed twice. I don't know.
Oh, it's not funny?
These new comedies, man. I don't know what to tell you, man.
I mean, Cam, you're a glutton for deep movies anyway, so I mean, you love that stuff. So I mean, that's right up your alley, right? I
thought it would have been funny. I mean, now I don't even care.
Yeah, I like bad movies, but not bad comedy. Like bad comedy is just boring. You just watch it.
Re- Rita says it perfectly. Rita says it perfectly in the comments. They did make Mayo look really, really gross. Like they made Mayo look disgusting in the original Undercover Brother.
Yeah. Man, it's
So
throw the little hot sauce on there real quick. So just the wash hot sauce. You had the what's the name? The lady fight scene in the shower. You had
the shuriken Afro fix.
Yeah, and then what's the name? Undercover Brother gets his fro chop, and it's just like it's so many shit in there. But you're wrong though.
So it's funny that as we talk about this too, because like I said, I was talking about the sequel where they just threw Michael Jai White in there. Like, I don't know, I feel like that's kind of like a thing that Hollywood and comics in general kind of doing with these characters. They kind of just throw a black person in there and like either it act like we don't notice or act like we're it's all good for it. I don't know. There's this meme being passed around where kind of like that classic where everybody's like the unfaithful boyfriend or whatever holding hands with his girls and sees something else to look at. The meme was black audience and holding hands with original content by black artists, and then it shows his gaze is going towards redo or redone characters, just throw black on it, like Black Superman, like a Black Spider-Man, stuff like that. And he's going, ooh, which kind of is the truth. Like we discussed it earlier. Their mainstream has the platform and the audience to get away with just showing like the bare minimum of content for black creators or black characters, and it's praised or get all the press for it. I don't know. What do y'all think?
Sure, camera guy has something to say.
All right, so as Cam brings this up, it makes me think. Can everybody hear me? Yes? No?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're good.
What bothers me about this, the first thing that comes to mind is everybody kind of flocking to the first new, black Disney princess, and then they did the Frog Prince. I was like, okay, I understand. You make it Creole, and you try to attach it to New Orleans and make it black oriented, but you know what? We have our own stories to tell. It wasn't Disney's Anansi. It wasn't anything like that. But everybody ate it up. And it's just, you did the Frog Princess before. You did the Frog Prince. No, we have our own stories to tell. And you're not going to dig deep enough to tell our own history? Even now? Shoot, The Lion King, you make us all animals, and there's a whole other dichotomy to that, but we'll take it. But no, we have stories to tell, and that was just Hamlet. Like, just come on now, let's keep it going.
So like I said, I don't know. Like, I feel like Hollywood is notorious for putting a black person in a role of an already established role, and giving a black actor a chance to shine. Cool, but like. Nobody was asking for Human Torch to be black. You know what I mean? Like, they just threw Michael B. Jordan in there and then changed everything else. Like, no one was like, man, I sure wish. I was like, man, I really do like Jimmy Olsen from Superman, but I just wish he was black. Like, no one really was out there like petitioning for these roles to be happening. Sometimes they do it and you don't really care or notice. Like when they made Kingpin, Michael Clark Duncan, I was like, I didn't really care that it happened, but I was happy for it because it was actually, he did really well in that role as Kingpin. And it added that little bit of urban flair to it for Kingpin's role. He's like, you don't know what it's like to be in these streets. Like, okay, I can see a black Kingpin saying, the movie was terrible, but like him as Kingpin.
Rest in peace.
It really was.
So I think that it's so predominant now, or it's been predominant for at least the last 20 to 30 years almost, to put black people in these roles or give them the leftover roles or take over those leftover positions, is because it's pandering. We live in a capitalist society, and the African-American populace, and I'm not trying to be all hotep and everything, but our buying power is immense. So you want to drive black people to come buy your stuff. You want to drive black people to invest in your comic books, your media, your TV, everything. So we got to fit people who look like them into this role. however it works. And if it sticks, it sticks. Like we look at, like, in all honesty, you think about it, in the earth, we got Blade as a black man, yes, but it's not far out of the realm of disbelief to think that they would have casted a white guy to be Blade in like the early 90s if they really wanted to. And that would have been the first Blade.
Blade still isn't human.
Yeah. So they would have been like, oh, he just had a tan that day in the comics. They'd have said some shit like that. So they pander to us. And like Chuck said in the comments, if you're going to support it, they're going to keep doing it. So we have to make a point to start supporting and elevating our black content creators. That's why we do the cosplayer of the week. That's why we ask you people to promote us, to share, like, and subscribe everything everywhere. You see a black creator doing something, share that shit. You don't even have to watch it. All you got to do is turn this shit on and leave it on and let that shit run. And that supports them. And the more people that see it, the more people that will like it will attach to it. So when you don't take 5 seconds to do the free thing, that sharing an artist's drawing on Instagram or a content creator's stuff or liking somebody's video on TikTok and watching it to the end, you're not helping support us and get us to a point where we can reach those levels and our content is equal to our competitors or our contemporaries. So yeah, I know I said a lot, but that's pretty much how I feel about it.
Also, just to piggyback on what you're saying, look at comics like Black Saints. Dope comic. Takes place. It's go ahead. And I'm not even gonna try to put it out there. Just go ahead and look at it. I'm telling you, it's dope. Look on YouTube. You can. They even have a TikTok channel that you profile that you can go and check it out.
Follow the creators.
I'm telling you, just follow them. Give them the credit that they deserve. I mean, we got our own shit too, man. Just follow us, y'all. I mean, hey.
Jamaica, you brought up John Henry, one of my favorite heroes ever. Absolutely. As a Christian, I have always attached myself to Samson. John Henry is essentially the Black Samson. And not only did his story told the strength of the black man, he also told the strength of the black spirituality. And he's like, this machine isn't going to beat me. But they both died. Samson and John Henry died the same way, proving somebody wrong. You think I don't have it in me. Let me show you this for my people. And we haven't heard that yet. We haven't seen that yet. Nobody's animating that anymore. That's locked in the vault with Song of the South.
Yeah. Well, those huge conglomerates like the monster that is Disney that we've mentioned multiple times on this channel, they have no incentive to do so because they're going to be supported by the vast majority of people out there. They're going to keep doing that. So it takes it on us to see a creator who, like, there are fan-made John Henry cartoons or live action stuff that's out there. I haven't seen it. I'm pretty sure there is. Or we may need to make it. But when we do, you gotta support it. You gotta push it. Don't tell nobody you not know Tyler Perry. You not know Wesley Snipes. You not know.
We have all the resources to do it, and if we need to make it, we'll make it. That's
so
our
the other question is, who's gonna be John Henry?
Crowbar time. Horace, no one. We don't speak of that. We don't speak of that ever.
What is? So what we're talking about, we won't speak on, is John Henry. There was a movie with Terry Crews and Ludacris with this golden jaw, the golden jawbone. But yeah, that's
okay. So I retract my statement. You got to support good cops.
So I was gonna say actually that Horace actually kind of set me up for a point that I kind of wanted to make. I am all for supporting black artists. I'm for supporting black actors, black movies, black music. I'm for supporting us. Yes, but at some points, like Coming to America 2 was such a tragedy for me because there were so many creative people out there that wanted to tackle this movie and they wanted to push it forward, but we got what we got. And I've run into a lot of backlash from people who were like, "Oh no, it was pretty good." No, it wasn't, because they took the original Coming to America, added in this very, very stupid scene to set up that dumbass story, and they gave it to us, and people are just accepting it because, oh, it's Eddie Murphy, it's black. No, it's not good though. It's not good. You know, if you actually wanted to make a good Coming to America 2 story, here, I'm gonna give you a treatment real quick. How about you have Lisa's sister, right? Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. No, you have the bride that Eddie rejected, who he made put in a barking spell for Lord knows how many years, right? Let's say she follows his trails to America, and she comes across the Jerry Curl Wonder, Eric LaSalle's character. I forget his name, and they form a relationship. Then you have two warring countries that could lead into something comedic happening. That could have been a better story, probably, right? Better than what we got, which is Arsenio setting him up to have sex with Leslie Jones, which nobody wants to do. And we get this nonsensical ass movie that doesn't make sense. Like, so it just what I'm saying is we have to let our new creator, we have to empower more creators instead of just the people who get to be in that creative spot, just running it with an iron fist. We have to empower everyone and not just single people that we're familiar with.
Yeah,
I agree.
I agree. I'm gonna tell you something as far as like for me, because I've always, and y'all know this, I've always looked at things like, oh, this stuff is cool, and then here you guys come in and like, nah, that shit is not good at all. I'm gonna tell you why that shit isn't good, and then you show me like a list of shit, and it's just like, damn, like you gotta open your eyes up to a whole bunch of things.
Cam, go ahead, then I'll go.
So what you're saying, Herb, is you're easily influenceable?
No, that's not what I'm saying. Damn.
And,
God damn it,
real quick, Herb, I got to respond to your wife's comment. Listen, I'll fight that nigga. I will.
Stop. No.
I'll throw it. No. She my height. She ain't a woman on board.
Look, we don't do that here. Corey's right. There's somebody for everybody.
Man.
Be respectful.
All right, fine. I won't turn into Kevin Samuels right now.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Leslie Jones, if you out there, knuckle you buck, Leslie Jones.
We are accepting here, okay? But yeah, so ultimately, what you after you gave us that treatment, you're revealing to us that you actually should be writing some scripts, sir.
Listen.
I mean,
no.
Listen, I'm just saying. Let me work in silence.
Media.
Let me work in silence, please. Let me do my thing.
We are literally in a talk show. There's no silence here. That's dead air. Write that shit. Because honestly, and I'm not boosting you up just because I'm related to you. I'm not boosting you up just because I'm related to you. But I would have loved to have seen that. That would have been amazing. So write that shit. Write it. Get it done. Do it.
Yeah. And Aaron, you're spot on, man. Stop. We got to stop accepting mediocrity. It's just because it's like we have a bar.
He didn't mean that how you think he meant it.
Real quick. I'm sorry. Real quick. Crowbar again. Horace. Knife fights. Knife fights.
So is today's episode going to be called Crowbar?
Yeah. Crowbar. I lost it.
So yeah, no, to reply to Horace, Brock, I didn't agree with that. Like, no, we don't need to be talking about people's kids. Regardless, no, there's somebody out there for everybody. End of story.
Oh, listen, hold on, Horace. I don't know. Like, I know you've been watching the show for a long time. I just called Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn's son Kurt Russell's testicle that grew sentience. I don't give a rat's ass.
We know. You're aware.
Come after me. I'm a man.
And back to the ball like it.
Yeah, don't placate us. We have our own stories to tell.
Yeah.
Come on now. Don't just take your little highlighter Like, yeah, if we put enough coats on it, they'll be happy. Like, no, that frustrates me to like my deepest core.
One of the things, as me and and I'm pretty sure a lot of other people who are content creators or comic creators, one of the things that I won't say pride myself, but one of the things I definitely would like to, what I do when I create characters is I work on the character itself first, and then I add race later, so that the race doesn't play a part of how the character is developed or part of the character's makeup. You know what I mean? Because some people, when they create characters of color, they always do like, oh, he's gonna be they throw a black stereotype and then throw powers on top of it, and that's kind of like what happens a lot, especially like in the '90s, when they tried to do a lot of like, you can tell, me personally growing up, I could tell like if a story was written by someone of color and if it wasn't.
Marrow. Black female, can't be touched by anybody, bones protruding from her skin.
I didn't know she was black. She was a Morlock, so I mean, I didn't know.
I mean, she was black.
But no, so all right. So if we're going to, my mic is on. My mic is on. You can hear me. All right. So no, seriously, as a creator, and we had jokes about it as we wrote the show this week. Like, I've created characters who were nothing but stereotypes, and I was somewhere between 10 to 16 years old. And I'm thinking that I'm empowering somebody, because you know what I don't see? I don't see black characters. I don't see characters of minority things of that nature. I created a character that was, he was able to pull sentient afro pics out of his afro, like, and he would throw them shits. And as a grown man, I'm like, that's embarrassing. I would never show that to my son.
I would pay money to see that. That would be.
I would never.
Real quick, OCG, you could have sued the studio that made Undercover Brother, right?
Undercover Brother and a Bobo. Like, yeah, sure, I could have. But I have characters that I've tried to sell to Image, DC, and Marvel before I graduated high school, and none of them really bought what I was selling. But I see that shit happen. Like, the storylines that I've written, I have seen happen on the CW. You know what I mean? I have an ice monger. I have a flamethrower. I have, all those guys. And, somebody froze somebody and, tipped them over, and dramatically they shattered it into pieces. Oh, yeah, we can show that because there's no blood. Yeah. So I just sent you that email 3 months ago.
So confirmed, OCG created the Arrowverse on CW. We in the money, yo. We about to sue the CW.
But no. Seriously.
I'll make it rain.
Let's get back to it. Like, there are characters that I've created, and given the adult awareness that I have, I will never show those characters to my children. We had the conversation. I'm going to do some mock-ups and drawings and posters of old characters that I would never try to shop to anybody. My children are here. I have posters of characters that they love. Nobody's telling those stories. Where are the black people in the creative process?
We are here.
There's no. There's nobody at Disney that says, "Wait, you mean the Frog Princess again?" There's no black person that said, "Hey, yeah, you know what black people love? The same stories that we've been telling white people. We just gotta black it up a little."
Got a point there.
I'm gonna tell you exactly what they did in that meeting.
Mic off.
They probably thought about, like, wow, isn't that the same story? Hey, but you know what though? I need this paycheck.
Hey, real quick, just in the comments again, Rita, I believe somebody did make a movie about Iverson Mall and the super soldier being trapped in there. It's called Jacob's Ladder.
God damn.
Is it the quest for sugar cookies? Sugar noodles?
We need to write that. Fighting Spirit Media. We need to write that.
Once again, I will empower all of us to do anything. We have to be game. We have to be game, and we have to make the time.
I mean, honestly, we really don't have an answer. We just felt like talking. So I mean, I don't think we answered any of our questions.
It's going to take more than us to try to fix that. It's going to take a lot more people, and it's also going to take people liking, sharing, and subscribing. I'm not even talking about us, but I am talking about us. Like right now, I'm looking at the YouTube live. There's literally one like right now, and it's mine because I like my own shit. So like our stuff, share it. Help us we have ideas. We got ideas to do stuff that's big stuff, but we can't do it without your help. So I'm asking you to help us. Jump on, go on YouTube, like and subscribe and turn the notifications on. Dead serious. That's how you grow. Help us grow so we can do more. But guys, it's been a great show. It's 1 o'clock. It's 1:01. And,
all right.
Yeah, guys. So like, share, subscribe on all social media platforms. Be sure to look at all three of us, Cam, Trey, me, all on TikTok. Go and check out Herb's Blurbs this week. Go ahead and check, like, share, subscribe on Blerds and Whiskey on all the social media platforms. As always, like, share, what's shit? Up to it, down to it. Fuck those who don't do it. We do it because we used to it. Drink motherfucking fake.
What's that?
What did you say?
I fucked up.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and that technicolor rainbow in between, it's your boy Trey Proper.
It's your boy Big Herb.
And thank you for watching Blerds and Whiskey.
Be sure to like and subscribe on all social media platforms.
And check us out on blerdsandwhiskey.com.
Be sure to get that merch.
And come take this